serving you with the hottest and latest news,
being a bridge to the new mileage,
and expressing the voice of the millennial youth.
This is the Millenial Patrol.
For the headlines.
PNP says in 6,225 drug-related deaths, there are no extrajudicial killings.
Cities and municipalities prepare for Buglasan 2017.
SPUD-BED gets ready for Puli Founders 2017.
Pope denounces porn and corruption of kids, minds, and bodies.
Ultra-marathoneer Jerone Borreros visits Dumaguete City.
Artists converge in this year's Star Magic Ball.
Hottest news, PNP says in 6,225 drug-related deaths, there are no extrajudicial killings. Jonah Yuliran for the report.
PNP says no extrajudicial killings for 6,225 drug-related deaths. According to the Philippine National Police, there have been 6,225 drug-related deaths between July 2016 and September 2017. Despite this, the authorities claim that there has only been one extrajudicial victim under the current administration. From July 1 to September 30, PNP conducted 71,393 anti-drug operations that resulted in the arrest of 109,090 drug offenders. However, human rights groups estimate a higher death toll in the course of the administration's anti-narcotics campaign. John Iran, the Millenial Patrol.
Thank you, Jonah. Cities and municipalities prepare for Buglasan 2017. Here is Francis Colleen Casinzo for the details.
The celebration of Buglasan Festival, annually celebrated in the month of October, will mark another year of merrymaking and memories for the people here in Negros Oriental. This Buglasan Festival 2017 will be held on October 13 to 22, 2017. Do you think the preparations for Buglasan Festival is going to meet the deadline?
Yes, as an artist, pangitaan nila nagpaagi nga human kanila tanan. Kay na kuan naman si deadline kung kano sa dapat mahuman. So pangitaan nila nagpaagi nila nga mahuman kay kapalunan pa sila kung kuan pila ka adlaw sa mahuman ang kuan ang mga vote.
Thank you, Colleen. Up next, SPUD-BED gets ready for Puli Founders 2017. More of the report when we come back.
Huwag kang magnakaw. Huwag kang papatay. Huwag kang papatay. Huwag kang magnakaw. Alagaan ang buhay dahil ito'y bigay ng Diyos may kapal.
And we're back for our university news. SPUD-BED gets ready for Puli Founders 2017. Jan Paul Magbanwa for the details.
On the upcoming Holy Founders Day 2017, Basic Education Department are now participating in the different activities we are practicing, especially the mass demonstration. John Paul Magbanwa, the Millennial Patrol.
Thank you, John Paul, for our international news. Pope denounces porn and corruption of kids, minds, and bodies. Here is Francis Daniel Pop for the report.
In Vatican City, October 6, 2017, Pope denounces porn and corruption of kids' minds, bodies by the Associated Press. Francis said the Catholic Church knew well the grave error of trying to conceal the problem of sexual abuse and said an international cross-disciplinary approach was needed to protect children from the dark net and the corruption of their minds and violence against their bodies. This is Daniel Call, the Millenial Patrol.
Thank you, Francis. Up next, ultramarathoner Jurody Barreras visits Dumaguete City. More of the details when we come back.
There are 5 ways to overcome depression, and here are some simple, powerful, daily actions to take that can stimulate and engage your mind body process to restore balanced mood, self-esteem, and well-being. First, call a friend or help someone. Reaching out has some powerful effects. First of all, it counteracts the downward spiral of shame and self-loathing that goes with isolation. Part of what triggers and feeds depression is a childhood deficit of bonding experiences, which can make us prone to being low in levels of serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, which are mainly mood, safety, well-being, and bonding attachment. Second, go for a walk. Research shows that walking actually releases oxytocin, the hormone released during childbirth, bonding, and lovemaking. The mild exercise will also clear your head, increase oxygen flow to your brain, and boost your serotonin. Add number 1 to this and you double the effect. Third, make a list. Negative thoughts can escalate into a completely irrational, pervasive state of shame and low self-esteem, much like lingering pain in the body after an injury has been treated. One way to cut through this negative feedback loop is to make 2 lists. First, write down 5 things that other people love about you. This makes it impossible to self-sabotage since it's based on the other people. If you get stuck, ask them. Second, make a list and be honest of things, people, situation in your life that no longer work for you, and imagine what it would feel like if they were no longer present in your life, kind of like spring cleaning. Fourth, deep breathing and meditation. A few minutes daily of breathing deeply from your belly, holding in and out for 8 seconds, is a powerful feature. When your body is not getting steady oxygen, noxious gases build up in your blood, triggering anxiety and fight-or-flight reflexes in your nervous system. Secondly, without proper oxygenation, your brain is starved of circulating blood and is prone to poor function. Deep breathing slows down your heart rate, restores blood flow to the brain, and calms your nervous system. Notice how the anxiety and depression eases. Lastly, stabilize your blood sugar. Depression can drive down your serotonin levels, making the body seek to replenish, which can lead to emotional or stress eating patterns, simple carbs, sugar, alcohol, and addictive behaviors, oversleeping, etc. Make sure you eat small amounts every 3 hours and to stay hydrated to counteract that fight or flight state or bottoming out of the blood sugar levels. Taking 3 to 4 grams of EFA's omega-369 has been clinically proven to treat depression, as like deep breathing, it restores normative function to your brain, particularly in the areas where irrational thoughts, feelings can overwhelm. It may take a little time while to feel these effects, but like exercise, step by step you begin to feel better, and you get better by doing more of the positive things versus trying to avoid the negative. Depression can trigger you sometimes, but you just got to avoid it in order to live a happy life. That's all to me.
And we're back. Ultramarathoner Geronimo Barreros visits Dumaguete City. Sports Patrol Louis Tranbarillo for the reports.
Marathoner Jeroni Barreros will represent our country in hoping to bring a gold medal for the Philippines. Mr. Barreros, how was your training that you conducted with the youth?
So since I've arrived here in Dumaguete City, I've conducted a 3-day training camp for the youngsters, especially for the runners. Then at the second day, I've noticed many potential runners that I think I will help them develop these skills. So,
I am very sure that they will learn a thing or two. Now, Mr. Barreros, can you please tell me how are you preparing for the SEA Games?
so I've bring my coach here in Dumaguete. Then we've seen many places that belongs to high altitude places. It's good for running, especially in conducting your strength in your thighs. So I guess I will stay here for about 1 week to train here in Negros.
I'm very sure that you are going to be very well conditioned in that case. This is Louis Tranbarillo, the Millenial Patrol.
Thank you, Louis. Let's check out the weather for today. Joanne Bentige, what are the updates?
Severe tropical storm Odette has maintained its strength and remained almost stationary for the past 6 hours. Issued at 4 a.m. today, 14 October 2017, at 3 a.m., the center of severe tropical storm Odette was estimated based on all available data at 275 kilometers west-northwest at Tagpuan City, Pangasinan, 16.8 north and 117.9 east, with maximum winds of 90 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 113 kilometers per hour. It's forecast to move west-northwest at 10 kilometers per hour.
Thank you, Joanne. For our entertainment news, artists converge in this year's Star Magic Ball 2017. Saita Shannon Faye Lucero for the details.
Star Magic Ball 2017, a convergence of the country's best actors and actresses, was dubbed most glamorous night of the year. Star Magic artists showed off their designer gowns and suits in the red carpet of the star-studded event. Saisa Shannon Faye Lucero, the Millenial Patrol.
Thank you, Saisa. And that's all for the news for today. This is Carl Joel L. Tinos,
And this is Saisa Shannon Faye Lucero,
serving you with the hottest and latest news,
being a bridge to the new mileage.
expressing the voice of the millennial youth.
This is the Millenial Patrol.